ma'am.
All good?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
I
good,
have,
ma'am.
yeah.
All good.
Wonderful, wonderful. So the topic is very interesting, emotional intelligence. So why should we learn about emotional intelligence? Anyone? And what is intelligence? पहले तो intelligence क्या है वो समझते हैं, फिर emotional intelligence क्या है वो समझते हैं. So we will go step by step. And why is it important for us to understand as educators about emotional intelligence? क्या है ये, क्या किस चीज का, किस बला का नाम है ये? इंटेलिजेंस क्या है, कोई बता सकता है? जब हम कॉग्निटिव इंटेलिजेंस की बात करते हैं, इंटेलिजेंस कोशेंट की बात करते हैं, तो इंटेलिजेंस कोशेंट की बात करते हैं, किसी का आईक्यू कैसा है, हाई आईक्यू है, मॉडरेट आईक्यू है, एवरेज आईक्यू है, तो हाउ डू वी जज आईक्यू? इंटेलिजेंस किसको, कैसे हम मापदंड उसका करते हैं? As educators, we should be very vocal about it. So anybody would like to share?
Ma'am,
Intelligence.
intelligence
Ma'am, the
means
ability to learn, understand is called intelligence.
Absolutely, learn, understand. So वो learn कैसे हम समझते हैं, decode कैसे करते हैं? हम decoding कर रहे हैं. Actually पहले we will decode and then we will understand what are the strategies that can be implemented to work on our emotions. So सबसे पहले तो हम decoding समझते हैं. तो understanding आपने बिल्कुल सही कही, but understanding से पहले भी दो steps होंगे. एक step होगा which is going to take us towards understanding. So what is that step? Anybody else? I think there was another ma'am also who was wanting to share.
ma'am,
Anyone?
knowing things and then understand it and then apply it for further applications.
हाँ, absolutely. तो जैसे इंटेलिजेंस की अगर हम बात करें तो there are basically can you see a little I'll just yeah. So there are basically 3 steps which talk about cognitive intelligence. And those 3 steps are, first of all, reading. सबसे पहले अगर हम cognitive intelligence की बात करें तो reading becomes the most important factor. बच्चा तभी understand करेगा when the child can read. अगर read ही नहीं कर सकता है तो understand कहाँ से करेगा? जब वो understand, हाँ, hello,
हेलो,
म्यूट?
हाँ जी मैम.
नहीं, आई एम यहाँ से तो मेरा माइक ऑन है.
मैडम
नहीं मैम, माइक नहीं, प्रेजेंटेशन नजर नहीं आ रही आपकी मैम.
प्रेजेंटेशन अभी
हाँ जी,
करने का है, प्लीज वेट.
हाँ,
ओके,
से पहले
ठीक है
मैं
मैम,
थोड़ा सा आपको बता दूं, फिर हम प्रेजेंटेशन पे आते हैं. ठीक है, तो पहले हम ये समझ रहे हैं कि इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस को डिकोड करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो पहले हम इंटेलिजेंस को डिकोड करते हैं, फिर हम इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस को डिकोड करते हैं, फिर हम उसको समझते हैं, फिर हम स्ट्रैटेजीज को समझते हैं. तो वी विल गो वन बाय वन. तो सबसे पहले हम कॉग्निटिव इंटेलिजेंस, जिसको हम आईक्यू कहते हैं, अगर उसको हम डिकोड करें तो बेसिकली उसको 3 स्टेप्स में हम ब्रेक डाउन कर सकते हैं. First is reading. When we read something, then we can say whether we have understood or not. So पहले तो reading ability आती है, फिर understanding ability आती है, फिर उसको express करना कैसा करना है, that is the writing ability. तो जिसके पास reading, understanding और writing की ability है, we say that person is intelligent. इंटेलिजेंस लेवल विच इज ऑफ कॉग्निटिव इंटेलिजेंस, है ना. अब इसी मापदंड को आप किसी भी म्यूजिकल इंटेलिजेंस हो तो somebody who can read music, somebody who can understand music, somebody who can deliver music will be musically intelligent. Somebody who is good at dancing, can understand dancing, can read the जैसे ही आपके डांसिंग के स्टेप्स होते हैं उनको एकदम से अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं, एकदम से रेप्लिकेट कर सकते हैं, तो हम बोलते हैं वाओ, डांस में पर्सन इज वेरी गुड, वेरी वेरी काइनेस्थेटिक इंटेलिजेंस इज देयर. स्पोर्ट्स में, किसी भी उसमें. तो जब इमोशंस की बात आती है तो इमोशंस को भी हम वैसे ही देख सकते हैं कि हाउ गुड एम आई एट रीडिंग इमोशंस, how good am I at understanding emotions, and how good am I at interpreting my emotions, managing my emotions. तो जब हम इस लेवल से अगर इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस को देखें, becomes very easy to understand. Reading impressions means, reading emotions means what the others are thinking. How can I understand that better? Then suppose it is something which is which I'm not happy about, but still I can't show my anger, I can't show my sadness, I can't show my frustration. At that time, I have to actually manage my emotions, and I have to be in a positive state at all times. So how do I do that? So these are the things that we are going to be understanding in this session. कि पहले तो emotions को ही समझना, ये शुरू कहाँ से होते हैं, ये किस बला का नाम है. So anybody would like to throw some light on emotions? Intelligence we have just decoded. Emotions क्या चीज है, कोई ये बताना चाहेगा? और हमारी जो पर्सनालिटी है, इट्स अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ IQ एंड EQ, कॉग्निटिव एंड इमोशनल. दैट्स व्हाट वी आर. एक के बिना दूसरा अधूरा है. आई मे बी सुपर इंटेलिजेंट इन माय एकेडमिक वर्क, इन माय इंटेलेक्चुअल कैपेसिटीज, बट इमोशंस आर नॉट मैनेज्ड. आई एम not going to lead a wonderful, amazing, superb life. So दोनों balanced होना बहुत जरूरी है. Yes, Yogesh sir, you'd like to share something. What are emotions?
Internal feelings.
Absolutely. पर वो बनती कहाँ से है?
Sympathy.
हाँ?
When we deal with other people.
हाँ?
According to condition, ma'am.
हाँ?
And according to situation, how we feel. That is emotion.
According to situation, what we feel. But जो हमको ये emotions के लिए ये समझना चाहिए कि भैया hormones are responsible for our emotions. So there are 4 kinds of hormones. There is dopamine, there is serotonin, there is oxytocin, and there is serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine, and एक cortisol भी है. So these are all the hormones that our body is constantly producing. अगर मेरे body में, अगर मेरे brain में dopamine है, I'm feeling rewarded, I'm feeling loved, I will have that happy hormone, happy feeling, and that feeling is not only going to be in my head. My body is going to feel lighter. I'm going to feel more energetic. There's going to be a upbeat about everything I do. Similarly, अगर cortisol, stress hormones release हो रहे हैं मेरे brain में, so my emotion is of stress and fear. When my emotion is of stress and fear, I'm suddenly going to feel paralyzed. My voice is not going to come out. I'm not able to deliver as much as I can. My capacities are hindered, and I feel limited. So emotions, we have to understand it's a very biological process. It is not that just because of some external event, मेरे emotions suddenly जागृत हो रहे हैं, cortisol अपने आप हो रहा है. नहीं, I have to regulate my hormones in such a way that I feel more dopamine, I feel serotonin, I feel oxytocin. तो जब हम आजकल सोशल मीडिया पे भी इतना जो टाइम स्पेंड कर रहे हैं बच्चे, why are they doing it? Because the more entertainment you watch, the more entertained your brain feels, the more dopamine it releases. And when there is dopamine release, we feel happy. We think we are happy. But once that social media is taken away, suddenly the feeling of depression will come in. So ये dopamine release, how to do it, so that, exercising, इसलिए बोलते हैं कि exercise we should do, because it is going to create those hormones which are going to elevate my mood. They are mood elevators. So when my mood is elevated, my emotions are in place, I'm going to be more positive. तो fight क्या होती है हमारी internal जो fight है, it is always between positive and negative emotions, right? That is what the fight is all about. We all want to feel positive at all times, but our negative emotions are so dominant that positivity somehow takes a backseat. That's what the fight is, right? Right or wrong? Positive to something. Positive. So what are the positive emotions? Can you tell me what are the positive emotions? Okay, tell me 2-3 positive emotions, 2-3 negative emotions. What are the positive emotions? Can we identify the positive emotions?
Madam, compassion.
Huh?
Compassion.
Compassion and
Motivation.
motivation. And motivation is the outcome of emotion. Motivation can't be an emotion. Motivation is the driving force which steers us towards achieving something. So that the driving force के पीछे के जो emotion है, वो identify करना. What is that emotion?
Laughing.
Laughter is the outcome of that emotion. जैसे laugh. So what is the emotion? Huh?
Ma'am, feeling loved, feeling appreciated.
Absolutely, love is an emotion. Absolutely, love is an emotion. Then happiness is an emotion.
Joy, happiness.
Joy, happiness are emotions. Yes, love, joy, happiness are positive emotions. What are the negative emotions?
Anger, sadness,
Sadness, depressed.
Yeah, are you checking the internet? Are you checking the internet, or this is on your own? Anger, joy,
Envy, jealousy.
yes.
jealousy.
Is a result of love, actually, love denied. Or so. Let me now get to the topic of emotions. Yes, तो जो आपने बोला, happiness, joy, love, these are the positive emotions, and anger, fear and sadness, these are the negative emotions. तो अब हमारी फाइट क्या है? नेगेटिव को पॉजिटिव में कॉन्स्टेंटली अगर हम चेंज करेंगे तो मैनेजिंग इमोशंस होगा. नहीं तो क्या हो रहा है? अगर मैनेजिंग नहीं हो रहा है तो क्या हो रहा है? Why should we learn management of emotions? What will if
regarding the emotions that you asked, in which part do we categorize pride? Is it positive or negative emotion?
pride?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I'll be talking about secondary emotions. Some emotions are primary emotions. Okay, and then pride is a result of primary emotion. It's a secondary emotion. So pride is a positive emotion. Arrogance, it can be conceit, arrogance, that can tilt towards a little too much of ego clash. But as long as we are taking pride in something, it is out of love for what we have achieved. It's out of love for what our loved ones are doing. It's a positive feeling because it's going to elevate our self-esteem. So anything in controlled measure is good. Emotions also, that is why managing emotions, managing pride, managing love, managing anger, all this is important because it stays in controlled proportions. It stays balanced. Does this answer your question, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. And Yogesh sir, you were sharing something.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We become restless when we don't have control on our emotions.
Absolutely. When we go out of control, we go restless. So management means controlling the emotions, managing, like how you manage your finances. Finances भी तो manage करने पड़ते हैं ना? Because you have certain amounts, you cannot go out of control. आप तो deficit में चले जाएंगे. इसी तरह से health has to be managed, relationships have to be managed, everything has to be managed in the right portion, right balance. Because if we are not managing, things are mismanaged, and we don't always want mismanagement. We don't want anger going out of control, love going out of control. We don't want sadness going out of control. So that is why emotional management becomes very important, so that our lives are in control, because जिनके emotions out of control हो जाते हैं, उनकी lives भी out of control हो जाती है. We just don't know how to manage. So that is why for educators, and because we are facing so many, different kinds of situations, dealing with stress, dealing with so much of, because of stress, there could be fatigue also, there could be expectation setting, meeting expectations, not meeting expectations. There can be, every day there is like tufan of emotions. But we cannot get swept in those emotions. We have to be very calm and balanced. That is what emotional intelligence is all about. Right? Agree? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So now
Yes, ma'am.
so now I'll share my PPT, and thank you so much. So I'm just sharing my PPT, and just a minute. I think it's taking a little time, but am I audible till then? I'll just continue talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. So this management is all about, like I said, now what we are as individuals, we are a combination of IQ and EQ. Earlier in the 1930s, people were basically talking about IQ. Everything was IQ centered. Why was everything IQ centered? Can anybody tell me why was everything IQ centered? Can you see there is a little baby in the house who is really... So why everything was IQ centered in the beginning? Can anybody tell me? And now why is everything EQ centered? You can write this for your students that now EQ is the new IQ. Why is it so? Anybody?
Lack of awareness, ma'am.
Like, see what, because we are all learning with experiences, right? So in the beginning, jab industrialization started, when education became job opportunities were created, तो ऐसा लगता था कि भाई आप पढ़ लिख लेंगे, job मिल जाएगा, life is going to be set. So important thing was in the early 18th century, 19th century, it was like पढ़ाई हो जाएगी, degree मिल जाएगी, job मिल जाएगा, everything is going to be good, life is set. Even now some of us believe in this कि भाई पढ़ाई करो, job मिल जाएगा. But life set नहीं होती है. Because I was recently reading in newspaper कि एक बच्चे ने अपने फादर पे केस कर दिया क्योंकि फादर ने कहा था कि 10th कर लोगे सब अच्छा हो जाएगा, 12th कर लोगे सब अच्छा हो जाएगा, ग्रेजुएशन कर लोगे सब अच्छा हो जाएगा, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन कर लोगे सब अच्छा हो जाएगा, जॉब कर लोगे सब अच्छा होएगा. उसने अपने फादर पे केस कर दिया कि मैंने जॉब भी कर लिया पर भी मुझे सब अच्छा नहीं हुआ, तो नाउ यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर माय अनहैप्पीनेस. बिकॉज वो खाली IQ, हाँ आपने ये पढ़ा, इट वाज देयर इन द न्यूज़पेपर.
Adjustment ability is IQ, madam.
हाँ,
Adjustment ability is IQ.
adjustment ability is EQ. Adjustment ability is EQ. IQ is, जैसे हम आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस की बात करते हैं ना, चैट जीपीटी की बात करते हैं, तो व्हाट डज चैट जीपीटी डू, और एनी आर्टिफिशियल जहां पे हम AI की बात करेंगे, आप उनको कोई इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हो, वो उसको इंस्ट्रक्शन को पढ़ लेंगे, रीडिंग, आप वो फटाक से अंडरस्टैंड करेंगे और वो राइट करेंगे. बट इफ यू आस्क them, chat GPT, do you have emotions? They'll say, no, we don't have emotions. Intelligence they have. Emotions machines won't have. Only human beings will have. So ऐसा महसूस किया जाने लग गया कि पढ़ाई के बाद भी there is a vast area of life where emotions के बिना, management के बिना, things are going to be very incomplete, and one can't live the best of one's aspirations, because जब तक हमने दोनों का बैलेंस नहीं बना के रखा। ठीक है, नाउ माय स्क्रीन इज विजिबल टू एवरीवन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके।
Yes, ma'am.
तो हमारी पर्सनालिटी की अगर हम
Yes,
बात
ma'am.
करें तो वी आर अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ IQ एंड EQ। अब IQ तो हमारा स्कूल में कॉलेज में मैनेज हो रहा है, EQ हमारा unless and until we become aware and we make our students aware, तब तक इसके बारे में ज्यादा जानकारी है ही नहीं। हम अननोइंगली अपने शब्दों द्वारा कभी कभी इमोशनली हर्ट कर देते हैं, या हमारे इमोशंस हर्ट हो जाते हैं क्योंकि वी डोंट नो एनी अदर वे, वी डोंट नो कि कैसे उनको मैनेज करना है। तो फिर ये मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग्स हो जाती हैं, तो मैनेजमेंट के बजाय मिसमैनेजमेंट हो गया। तो इसलिए इन सब चीजों के लिए बहुत ज्यादा केयरफुलनेस की जरूरत है, एंड स्पेशली फॉर अस बिकॉज वी आर डीलिंग विथ यंगस्टर्स हु आर इन दैट स्टेज एज जो कि बहुत इमोशनली टर्बुलेंट ईयर्स होते हैं। अगर हम अपना भी 10 years देखें, अर्ली जब कॉलेज टाइम होता है तो बहुत टर्बुलेंट रहती है, बिकॉज ब्रेन इज स्टिल मेकिंग स्टैब्लिशिंग द कनेक्शन बिटवीन न्यूरॉन्स। सो हमारा इमोशनल मैच्योरिटी इज नॉट देयर। स्टूडेंट्स की अगर हम बात करें तो उनका बिहेवियरल बहुत सारे चैलेंजेस होते हैं, अनप्रेडिक्टेबल होते हैं। अब हमारे पास अगर वो मैच्योरिटी है तो वी कैन हैंडल देम एंड वी कैन गाइड देम, but if we don't have that awareness, we will not be able to understand what they are trying to communicate, क्योंकि इमोशंस भी कैसे एक्सप्रेस होते हैं? थ्रू कम्युनिकेशन। हमको इमोशनल मैनेजमेंट के लिए कम्युनिकेशन को भी समझना बहुत जरूरी है। आई थिंक somebody's mic is on, so if you could just mute your mic. So this is like I said कि physical and mental states है, it is not only mental. I can't say that I am feeling upset so it's going to just stay in my head. No, my body language is going to change because of my mental state. If I am angry, it is not in my head. My BP is going to shoot up, my body language is going to change, my persona will undergo a complete transformation at that time. So ये तो मान के ही नहीं चलना चाहिए कि it's a mental state. It's a mental and physical state जो कि वो कुछ हार्मोन्स ऐसे रिलीज हुए हैं, स्ट्रेस हार्मोन्स रिलीज हुए हैं या पॉजिटिव हार्मोन्स रिलीज हुए हैं, now it is affecting me. And whose health is going to get affected? My health. So I need to take care of my emotions. So primary emotions, like मैंने कहा, they are the first emotions that we feel for any given event. Now in this session we cannot do all the emotions, but I will talk about the primary emotions and how do we manage primary emotions and what are the primary emotions. And secondary emotions come into existence because of these primary emotions. तो हम अगर इनको मैनेज कर लें, सेकेंडरी हमारे ऑटोमेटिकली मैनेज हो जाएंगे। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल एंगर इज अ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग इमोशन एंड प्राइमरी इमोशन। तो एंगर, अगर मुझे किसी पे बड़े जोर से गुस्सा आ गया तो मैंने तो उस टाइम पे अपना गुस्सा निकाल दिया, डांट दिया। बच्चों को भी, हम घर में भी बच्चों के साथ भी ऐसा होता है, फ्रेंड्स में होता है, रिलेटिव्स में होता है, स्टूडेंट्स के साथ होता है, कि किसी के भी साथ होता है। रास्ते में भी कुछ लोग तो पीपल फाइट ऑन द रोड आल्सो। सो वेयरएवर इट इज दैट एंगर, अभी रिसेंटली वी रेड अबाउट मिनिस्टर जी जिन्होंने कुछ गुस्से में बोल दिया, बाद में it is all apologizing, regret, because anger का result कभी भी positive नहीं होता. So once I have taken out that anger, after that, what am I going to be filled with? Regret, guilt. These are secondary emotions. अब मैं anger तो भूल जाऊंगी, मैंने किसी पे खूब गुस्सा कर दिया, उसके बाद शाम को I'll feel, oh, I shouldn't have done it. I could have controlled my anger. I shouldn't have spoken so much. है ना? तो ये जो फीलिंग है, एंगर कहीं नहीं है, एंगर निकल गया, बट जो सेकेंडरी इमोशन ऑफ गिल्ट है, रिग्रेट है, that is going to make me feel miserable, and that doesn't go away. So thank you so much. So that is why understanding, and I feel that children also come to, students also, when they come to college or universities, they feel finding love is the biggest purpose in life, because love is an emotion. They're looking for love. They fall in love, but then after some time they'll realize कि अरे मैंने तो जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी, because that love was not managed well. आपका वो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल आप चले गए, अब आपने जो है बाद में रिग्रेट और गिल्ट और यही सब आप फीलिंग्स के साथ बैठे रहेंगे. तो भाई लव के बारे में वी शुड टेल देम दैट लव इज एन इमोशन. अंडरस्टैंड that if you give too much of love, then you're going to feel hurt. If you are denied love, then we feel jealous. If you are deprived of love, you are going to feel sad. तो manage love. बाकी ये जो सारी चीजें secondary emotions, they will be managed on their own. भैया इतना proportion है, limitation setting, limit setting, whatever. Be clear. Be confident of yourself. Don't let yourself be taken for a ride. क्योंकि जितनी बार हम बेवकूफ बनते हैं, वो emotions के चलते ही बेवकूफ बनते हैं. Somebody said something nice to me and I was so overwhelmed. I didn't know how else to react, and then after some time I feel I've been cheated. Emotions.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes, sir.
Can you share your slides, ma'am?
What?
PPT.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
you
going
share
to my PPT. I'm going to my PPT, but when I'm going to my PPT, then I can't. When I'm explaining, then I thought I should be addressing you, and when I'm going to the PPT, then I'll go to the PPT. So that is how it is.
Okay.
Okay, that is how I'm doing. So this is the PPT. Primary emotions are the first emotions that you feel for any given event. And the secondary emotions are feelings you experience after primary emotions. Secondary emotions usually are more intense emotions that push people away or protect yourself in some way. So जैसे मैंने what I have shared with you, जैसे a typical example of a secondary emotion is feeling guilt as a result of how we handled a situation where we may have lacked self-confidence, self-control, and expressed anger. This is what I've shared with you right now. So these are the primary emotions: anger, joy, love, fear, sadness. अब होता क्या है? Most of the times we are gripped with anger, fear, and sadness, and we are looking for love and joy. So वो जो anger, fear, sadness को change कैसे करना है love और joy में, and always be in that calm and composed state, is managing your emotions well. पर आप अपने आप analyze कीजिए, which is my state of being at any given point. Is it fear? Is it sadness? Is it anger? Is it joy? Is it love? So if I'm in a joyful state at all times, wonderful. You're very emotionally very intelligent. If you are in the state of love when giving at all times, amazing. You are managing your emotions beautifully because you know how to enjoy that state. That's high life state. But if you are in the state of anger, fear, sadness, frustration, ये जो secondary emotions है, you can see all this, है ना? So this is the emotional intelligence, the ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in positive ways, so that I can let go of my stress, I can communicate more effectively, I can empathize with others. Empathize with others means understanding others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict, because otherwise most of the times it is going to be a deadlock. Dead communication gone wrong, understanding gone down the drain, We are not communicating with each other, not because of intellectual barriers, but emotional barriers. Barriers are always due to what you said to me, made me feel bad, made me feel upset, made me feel hurt, made me feel lose my temper. So this feel is all about your emotional well-being. So that is why it becomes so emotional intelligence. If we talk about it, is it okay now? My PPT is there. I'm just looking at my PPT and explaining. Is that okay? Is that how everyone is okay with?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is okay.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes. Fine.
Self-awareness becomes the first of all, I have to be aware of my emotions. So like I said, you analyze, you see, suppose I am anxious and nervous most of the times, like some children are, some adults are, always in the state of anxiety. Now, if you are anxious and nervous all the time, there's a reason behind it. There's an emotion behind it. And that emotion is of fear. So, आप खाली एंजाइटी और स्ट्रेस को ही हैंडल करेंगे तो आपका उतना कॉज नहीं रेमेडी, यू विल नॉट फाइंड द रेमेडी अनलेस एंड अनटिल यू लर्न टू हैंडल योर फियर्स. क्योंकि आज मुझे इस चीज से एंजाइटी हो रही है, कल मुझे दूसरी चीज से एंजाइटी होगी, कल मुझे थर्ड चीज से एंजाइटी होगी. मेरा फियर जब तक नहीं जाएगा तब तक आई विल ऑलवेज बी ग्रिप्ड विद एंजाइटी एंड फियर. So the basic root cause is my fear. How can I let go of my fear? So that is self-awareness. Once I understand that, then I can manage my fear. When I can manage my fear, that is self-management. And once that's fear, I have learned how to manage that fear. I can talk to others. I can understand if somebody is feeling anxious and nervous. I know how you feel. I've been through it. I know. I understand. I empathize. And that is where your relationships are going to be better managed. Does this make sense? How it is working emotional management? But suppose if I'm not able, suppose the reverse is taking place. I am anxious and nervous. I don't know why is it happening. So because I don't know, I am not able to manage it. So when I'm not able to manage it, I don't understand that others could also be having the similar challenges and my relationships will take a dip. As simple as that. So awareness is very important. Then comes the management. Agree or not? I go back to the chat section because then I have to see what responses are coming. Because if I am sitting in front of the PPT, then I can't look at your responses. If I don't know your responses, then I don't know whether you're agreeing or not. So that is why the shift between this PPT and then direct connect. No? So that is why it becomes important. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. So this is, emotional awareness, control, adaptability. So sir ne kaha tha adaptability and adjustment is adaptability. And when we talk adaptability, it will only come with emotional maturity. And then you can see when you control your emotions, you are well adjusted, then you are more focused towards your achievements, and then your outlook is going to be positive. Or up social area, maybe you are more empathetic. You understand others better. You understand your students better, your colleagues better, your families better. And there is an overall organizational awareness. So we can collaborate better. We can become better leaders. Everything transforms and everything starts with like becoming aware of our emotions. So this I've already shared. Now this is, I'll tell you, this clear emotional intelligence, what we are talking about. Now we will see how to make it better, right? And why do we suffer and why do students suffer because of this? All right, are you ready for the next section? Emotional intelligence, we have understood. What are emotions? What is emotional intelligence? Now,
Yes, teacher.
how to our students and why to tell them to get aware of their emotions. So, I'll give you an example. See, this is, all of us are in this comfort zone. Okay? Because comfort zone is our area of solace. We are very, very happy there. Because no, ठीक है, बड़ी मुश्किल से we have come to our comfort zone, but once we have come to our comfort zone, it's become a very dear place for us. And we don't want to get out of it. Similarly, students have also built a comfort zone for themselves. है ना? अब पर होता क्या है कि कंफर्ट जोन में आकर हमारी ग्रोथ नहीं होती. We stay in a cocoon. So there's a story of a butterfly, caterpillar, जो कि cocoon में था, and it was trying to break out of the cocoon. And there was a man who was watching this butterfly trying to struggle out of that cocoon. उन्होंने क्या किया? एक कैंची लेकर आए. उन्होंने कहा कि अरे इसका इतना स्ट्रगल है because the cocoon is so small, the butterfly's wings are big, and it has to really go through a very painful process to break through that cocoon. So this man was very kind and compassionate. So he said कि अरे मुझे इसको help करना चाहिए. और उन्होंने scissors, he got a pair of scissors and he cut open the cocoon. And he said now the butterfly will be able to soar high into the sky. But no, it didn't happen that way. Because the butterfly के wings को जो fluid चाहिए था, it would have only come through that struggle. And because the butterfly wasn't allowed to struggle, the wings stayed shriveled up. The butterfly was out, but it could never expand its wing and it could never fly in the sky. It could only crawl. ऊपर उड़ ही नहीं सकती थी वो. So that is what we are in the comfort zone. There's the coming out of the comfort zone is a very painful process. But nobody else can cut it up for us and just tell us, no, get out of your comfort zone and you're going to do all good. We have to fight that battle, and students have to learn that. Now, the biggest fear, the biggest challenge in getting out of comfort zone is fear zone. And like I said, fear is an emotion. तो यहाँ पे सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस चला जाता है, एक्सक्यूजेस होने लगती हैं, दूसरों के ओपिनियन से डरने लगते हैं, इतना डर लगता है कि वापस कंफर्ट जोन में चले जाते हैं. तो इमेजिन आवर चिल्ड्रन हैव सो मच ऑफ पोटेंशियल, सो मच ऑफ टैलेंट, but just because of this emotional deadlock, emotion is of fear. वो कंफर्ट जोन से ही बाहर नहीं आ पा रहे हैं, तो वो आगे क्या जाएंगे? How are they going to go to the learning zone? How are they going to go to the growth zone? So managing this fear becomes very important, because once they manage the fear, then they will go to the learning zone. Otherwise, most of the times you will find this challenge in the classroom with your students. You tell them to do something, हमसे होगा नहीं, हम कर नहीं सकते हैं. All emotional deadlocks. So that, the reason why creating this kind of awareness is very important for our students and for ourselves also, because I'm sure when you also look back in our lives, we will see that there have been times when I was very scared to do something, but once I broke through that fear, some different kind of courage just came in. Experienced or not, they become completely different persona, because we have fought that fear. So how do we fight it? So there are strategies to manage your fear. So the important things is, I'll just tell you. So first you identify your primary emotions, then you explore what the other emotions are emerging out of that, track emotional patterns, and practice emotional regulation. So these are some of the things that we can do. I'll give you an exercise. Everyone, Are you there? Are you there, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
please close your eyes. Please close your eyes. Please close your eyes and think of a mountain. Think of a cottage. Think of a river. Think of a tree. So open your eyes. What just happened? When you were thinking, what did you think of the words or did you think of the images?
The images.
Images.
Images. Na? That means
Images.
nobody's thinking in words. Nobody's thinking in words. We are all thinking in images. So when we are, what is happening? The moment you think of a river, cottage, mountain, tree, you will suddenly start feeling calm because it's like a peaceful place. So the images have made us feel that way. But if I suppose tell you that you think of war, you think of people fighting with each other, you think of noisy places, you will react accordingly. Oh, I'm not liking it at all. So the moment you envision a peaceful scene, your mental state changes. So no matter what emotion are you experiencing, just give yourself that time to think of something, envision. So thinking is envisioning, seeing the images in my head. So instead of that, whatever adversity you're facing, think of some peaceful scene in your head. You will suddenly experience a calmness flowing through. So this is called flip the script. Because suppose something turbulent or something upsetting is there, that means anger, joy, anger, fear, sadness. These are the three emotions. I have to change them into joy, love, and happiness. So how will I transform them? If I'm going to be stuck there, I'll be stuck in this negative zone only. So from negative to positive, I have to flip the script. And once I flip the script, then I will see sudden calmness coming through. So I'll give you an example. So there is Khan sir. He is from Bihar and his YouTube videos are very popular. And it is said that once he came from a very humble background and he was traveling from his village to Patna for some work. But for the return to his native village, he didn't have enough money. पैसे ही नहीं थे. 90 rupees का ticket था, he had only 40 rupees, 50 रुपए नहीं थे. Now at this stage, what is the person going to be filled with? The person is going to feel sad. The person is going to feel angry. The person is going to feel fearful. Large 50 रुपए नहीं है, जिंदगी में आगे क्या होगा? Such a scary situation. What did he do? He flipped the script. And he said, maybe the universe is sending me a message and there's something that I can do here in Patna. Maybe the universe doesn't want me to go from Patna. That is why all this is taking place, that I don't have money. What a beautiful way of looking at it. And he chose to believe that there's a message for him, and he started with a small video. And then everything transformed. So what did he do? He just flipped the script. Maybe there is something, yes. I mean, I'm so happy for this feedback. So the management is in my control. Nobody else is going to do. Flip the script is one management. Victory mindset. Victim mindset is I am being victimized. And victory mindset is I choose to look at the alternatives. I'll find a way. So this is how you manage. Thank you so much. We have to take this to our students. Thank you so much. So you know why I come to speak with you, because then I can see your response, and when I see your response, I feel more energetic. Because if I'm just looking at the PPT, then I did fail to see this, and then it's like speaking to a blank wall. So even now it's speaking to a blank wall, but your responses make it so much different. So my emotional energy is, flowing. Yes. So thank you so much. So this is what positivity does. So choose the strategies that work best for you. You can just remove yourself from the situation. So how to manage your emotions? So you can just remove yourself from the situation. You can do deep breathing, because many a times we are not doing belly breathing. We are not. This is also like I do pranayam, I do all these exercises. So very, very effective. You just start feeling a certain calmness taking over you. Thank you so much. You all are coming after lunch, no? So I have to keep you away. Thank you. So you will see, and I'm sure many of us already know about it. Many of us are already working also on some of the strategies. Just with this workshop, it just gets reinforced, and maybe we start taking it more seriously. So that is all. I'm sure all of you are already aware of it. So flip the script. I've already told you. Talk it out with an understanding friend or adult. I'm just going to explain this. You can also write it and just flush it out. Throw it in the water. Let it just go away. Don't burn it, nothing. Because fire, it's said that fire intensifies everything. You should just flush it down. Take a mindful moment and envision a peaceful scene. So I've already told you about envisioning a peaceful scene. I've also told about flip the script, writing it out. One more thing, talk it out with an understanding adult. Now, why understanding adult? Why is it not just talk it out with an adult? Because most of the times we are having a conversation with each other, but we don't understand each other. There's no understanding. And there is more complication there. That is why communication becomes a very important factor. Because if I'm feeling upset and I want to express my feelings to the other person, so what do? We give 4 kinds of responses. You can write, I'll just go to my PPT again. So communication, we will just go to communication, because why? Communication is very important to understand. So here, yeah. So what happens in communication? What is effective communication? Can anybody tell me in one word what's effective communication? Anybody? What is effective communication?
Two-way communication.
Others interaction.
Conveying ideas.
Yeah.
Two-way communication.
But if you have to tell in one word, communication is equal to?
Ma'am, it is response to the interaction with the other one.
Understand. Yes, interaction with the other person. Yes, communication means understanding. So when I am understood, I have communicated. But when I am not understood, then there is miscommunication. Again, there is emotional management or emotional mismanagement. Similarly, communication is where there's understanding, and miscommunication is where there is misunderstanding. So when the sentence is there, talk to an adult who understands you, that means there is effective communication taking place there. Otherwise, there will be most of the times misunderstanding. So there are certain elements to it. And these are the way we speak, how we speak. I'm sure everyone knows this. No, but body language is 55%. Words.
Huh?
Everyone knows this. 38% is the voice tone. So you can just note this down. But what I am going to be talking about are the responses. So somebody has spoken to me. And then how do I respond? So somebody is talking about her emotional health, his emotional health. I am not feeling well. That's very personal. So one student called me up at 8 o'clock and said, "Ma'am, I'm not feeling disagree." That is first advice I'm giving, or I'm interpreting, oh, she's always like this, coming up with some problem or the other. So these are the basic responses. Now, because of these responses, if I start asking her why, what happened, obviously the person doesn't know what happened because she's in emotional distress. She doesn't want to listen to my advice also. She doesn't want any kind of comment from my side at that point. She only wants me to listen to her. So I just keep quiet and I say, okay, I understand. These are the two magic words. I understand you are not feeling well. Just rephrase. Would you like to talk about it? Yes, and 7-8 minutes, the child went on speaking. After that, I said, yes, I understand. Shall we go to the doctor? No, I'm already feeling better. How are you feeling better? Just because somebody listened to her. So when in the communication process, most of the times we are not listening to each other. And that is where understanding does not take place. And then there are mental health issues. And then students, adults, everyone going to the counselor, and they pay money so that counselor listens to them. Because that bad a problem listening is these days. So empathetic listening is what we have to practice as educators, where we are listening with the heart. That means listening for the feeling and listening for the words. So if we want to be emotionally intelligent, it is very important to look for the feeling that is being conveyed in every communication. Once we understand the feeling, the hearts connect. And when the hearts connect, the bonds are built. And that is where we can give that emotional warmth to everyone who is in our vicinity. That we are protected, we are cared, we are looked after, we are loved, we are cherished, we are treasured. Yes? Agree? So this is the kind of emotional wealth that we can give to everyone once we start, working on it. So there are different levels of listening. When somebody is not making any effort to listen, sometimes we are just pretending to listen but not listening. Sometimes we are listening partial. Attentive listening is good, but we are not to be stuck at attentive listening. It is the empathic listening which is important, and there are certain steps to it. So these are the steps. So when somebody is talking to us, it's not about me, it's about the other person. So that is why that sentence was there. Talk to an understanding adult, an adult who listens to you and understands you. Because if we are not listening and understanding, we will keep asking questions and we will keep giving advice in between. Nobody wants that. They don't want it. I don't want it. You don't want it. We know what to do in our head. We just want you to listen. So it's not about you. We should just keep away our phone. Keeping the phone in the hand is also a big distraction. We have to show that we are listening with our body language. No criticizing, My body language has to be very positive and welcoming. I'm there for you. Paraphrase your conversation partner. Is this what I understand? Is this correct? Ask open-ended questions and don't give unsolicited advice. So even like we have this rule in our family also, that unsolicited advice nobody needs. Even children don't need. Questioning we don't need. We know in our heads what we want. We only want somebody to listen to. My mom comes from a different generation, so I have this constant tussle with her. I have to tell her, don't advise, don't question, just say, I understand. Only these two words I want to listen to. And now we are happy. Okay, yes, I'll not say anything else. Do you agree? Can this work for emotional well-being or not? Yes? Yes? Relieve stress when we understand, when we listen. Communication, I have told you, with communication will come empathy. And when all these things are in place, then challenges can be overcome and conflicts can be diffused. Otherwise, one person emotionally charged, the second person also emotionally charged, you don't know what disaster is in store. When there are two emotionally charged people addressing each other and, things just go out of control. So, keeping calm, understanding, and empathetic listening, I can tell you, is so effective. I didn't know about it in the beginning. But gradually I learned about it and I started practicing it. And now it is so beneficial for me because when I'm listening to somebody, everything is getting recorded in my head. So after 6 months also, when some reference comes, out comes that recording and I can immediately make connections because I was listening with all my heart and all my mind. So it has made an impression. The brain also knows that I have to store this information. It is important. And whenever I need that, it will just pop out. That's the beauty of it. It's very, very effective. Can we practice this? Any questions? Because then I'm going to go to the next section. Yes? Okay, any questions, anything you'd like to share from your side or what you experience in the classrooms or anything? Okay, shall I go to the next point? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. But you must ask questions also. So I want to share another image with everyone because these are... Ma'am, you want to say something? Okay. I think there's some. So these are, see, I'll just show you. This is the emotion chart. You can find, if you want to do research on your own, because this is just the beginning and we will not be able to do everything in detail, but you can find out more about it so that you can work at it more deeply, understand your emotions, understand the emotions of all those who are around you. So I'll just share this emotional chart only for reference. And then, of course, one can keep learning. And then I'll give you one more strategy that I'm going to be talking about. Yeah. So see, if you are feeling sad, then you can feel lonely, hurt, disappointed. Now I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling hurt. I'm feeling disappointed. I don't know what's the reason behind it. The reason is somewhere there is sadness. So I need to change that sadness. So the opposite of it is happiness. When I'm excited, grateful, caring, when I'm loved, I'll feel respected, valued, accepted, brave, confident. So these are all the positive emotions. This is what we want. And why should we have these emotions? Because dopamine, otherwise, suppose I'm in this state, on this side, where uncomfortable emotions are, I'll always anxious, I'm feeling powerless, I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm bored, I'm jealous, I'm annoyed, I'm, ashamed, embarrassed, angry, scared, sad, all these. So I will look for positivity outside. And positivity outside means spending time on Instagram Reels. Because inside, positivity is not there. So I have to depend on the Reels that will give me that dopamine rush. But students have to understand, once they shift away from that Instagram, there is sudden withdrawal of dopamine. They felt happy for that much time because dopamine was getting released in their brain. Once they stop watching the reel, then dopamine withdrawal is there. And once dopamine withdrawal is there, then what happens? They start feeling restless. They want more of it, more of it, more of it. That is why it becomes like an addiction. So all our students who are not able to manage emotions on their own. So another strategy for this is create happy hormones. So how do you create happy hormones? Because hormones, again, it is all biological process. So that is why dopamine, creation of dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin should be in your brain. Your brain should be doing it. You don't need an external factor for release of these dopamine, all these hormones. So that is why going for exercise is very important. Validating yourself. So many times we depend on external validation, but valuing yourself is very important. Appreciating, being happy in your own skin is very important, because as long as we keep on waiting on external validation, if that doesn't come in, withdrawal of dopamine. I didn't get rewarded, so I'm feeling sad. I did something nice, but I'm not feeling happy about it because nobody appreciated. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You feel happy that you did good. Okay, so this is another strategy. Now, one more strategy I'm going to be sharing, which is called bucket filling. When somebody hurts us, so all of us are carrying an invisible bucket with us. So this is, I've already shared this. I'll come to this last. I'll share this bucket filling first with you. So what is bucket filling? Bucket filling, can you see the image of bucket? Yeah, this is very important. And yeah, this is, you can't see the screen. Everyone has an invisible bucket. This is my favorite emotional management strategy. So all of us are carrying an invisible bucket. And in that invisible bucket, we are putting all our good thoughts and feelings. And in the morning, I get up, I dress up, I put all the positive feelings into my bucket. My bucket is filled with happiness, joy, love, and I'm looking forward to a beautiful day. And I step out of my house and I know that I'm going to make this day into a very wonderful, beautiful, cherished day. The moment I step out, maybe 500 meters, and I meet a neighbor, somebody who I know, and she says, and I think I'm looking good, feeling good, everything. And looking good is very important for everyone. This person comes up and says, "Oh, Divya, what's wrong with you? You're looking so sick and down." What happened? All my love, joy, happiness has gone down the drain. My bucket has nothing in it now. It is constantly, so it's emptied. And now because it's emptied, it's in now minus, negative. Nothing is there in that bucket. I'm deeply hurt. Now what do I do? Because now you have taken away all my positivity, you've taken away all my joy, you've taken away all my happiness. What have you left for me? Nothing. My empty bucket. Now what do I do with this empty bucket? Now I can go, I have two options. I can go and I see somebody looking very nice or be feeling happy, I can go and dip your bucket now. I'm going to make you feel miserable. That will give me happiness. My bucket is empty. I'll make sure that your bucket is also empty. This is what we are doing most of the times. Empty bucketers are emptying each other's bucket. I'm negative. I'll go and make you feel hurt. You go and feel the other person feel hurt. And that is how the cycle goes on. And hurt people hurt each other. But we have to change this. So what do we do? No matter, thank you. For this only, I leave the slide and I come here so that I can see the response. So thank you so much. So what do? I have to change this. So what will I do? I know my bucket is empty, but doesn't matter. I'll still speak positive to you. I'll fill your bucket. And when your bucket is filled, my bucket is automatically getting filled. And I'm happy with that. The only way to feel happy is to make others feel happy. Then my bucket is filled and I'm again happy with my filled bucket. That is how it is. That's how we have to make our classrooms. Because in the classroom, every day, ask your students, how are they feeling? If they are feeling good, and you can just do an exercise with them, tell them to show, suppose they have a textbook, show the front side if you're feeling good, show the reverse side if you're feeling upset. Every day ask about their emotional well-being, because if they are good, your class is going to be a class of bucket fillers. But if somebody is feeling bad and we haven't paid attention, that person is going to feel 10 others feel bad, and those 10 others are going to make the whole class feel bad. And by the end of the day, you have a class of bucket dippers. All have made each other feel bad and they're happy about it. They're happy about it that they have ruined everyone's happiness. Imagine where are we going? Where are we going? They're happy that they have ruined each other's happiness, and that's satisfaction for them. Oh, thank you so much. Getting the point, how we have to work towards each other's emotional well-being, it's only by becoming bucket fillers for each other. Okay. I'm so happy that my point is getting across to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then I'll just share with you. Now we are coming. So this is our bucket filling. Bucket fillers, bucket dippers I've already shared with you. So we all have to become bucket fillers. So this is the slide. When you use kind words, when you're including everyone, because inclusiveness is also sometimes, so many times we have felt left out. And it's hurtful because we were not included. So practicing inclusiveness, practicing saying, apologizing, mannerism, helping people, all these things are bucket fillers and these are bucket dippers. So we have to now tell them what you want to become, fillers or dippers. And this is the average emotional intelligence age chart, where it says that, I think what elders used to say, ki akkal nahi aayi hai, bade ho gaye, akkal nahi aayi hai. So this akkal was emotional intelligence, I think they were talking about. Because till the age of 30, it's proved that you don't get emotional maturity. So maybe that is, so till then See this, 16 to 19 is 95.3, then 20 to 96.8 till 29, and then 30 to 39 is getting better, and then 50 plus we are like emotionally intelligent. So till 30 we have to be very, very conscious of our emotional health, right? Because there are many things going very turbulent at a very rapid stage. Yes. So what is, thank you so much. I think, see, even through screen, your reaction, your responses, your feedback is providing so much of energy. Anna? So I think energy just passes through this. Preeti ma'am, are you there? So everyone is like active, lunch all digested, your brain is acting super active. Okay, wonderful, very nice. So we will just, okay, so we have understood what is decoded emotional, what is intelligence, then what are emotions, then what is emotional intelligence, then strategies to manage emotions. Now we will just see the last section, communication, dippers, everything. Now we will just come to the last section and see how at our workplace we can really make it effective, right? Absolutely. I pray faith can work. So when we talk about this flipping the script, it will only come through when you have faith that this universe has some message for me. Connecting with the universe is all spirituality. When you are listening to your spirit, so when you know that there is the creator message for you, so that's so beautiful. My screen is,
इमोजीज तो रुक ही नहीं रहे हैं.
वही तो दिवाली हो रही है.
Yes, मैडम. मैडम का कल भी सेशन है, थोड़े इमोजीज कल के लिए भी रहने दीजिए.
इतना मुझे, मैं इसलिए आप कह रहे थे ना पीपीटी स्लाइड वी कैन नॉट सी, आई वांट टू सी दिस. When I see he do the slide, then I can't see this. चलिए तो हम लास्ट उस पे आते हैं. टोटल सेलिब्रेशन. चलिए, थैंक यू सो मच. सो जैसे अब इसका हमारा वर्क प्लेस पे क्या क्या इसका फायदा हो सकता है. जब we understand and manage our emotions, we can enhance our focus. क्योंकि most of the time students भी पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है. अच्छा, आपको एक चीज सबको जान के चलना चाहिए. प्लीज राइट इट डाउन. बी द मास्टर ऑफ द माइंड. डोंट लेट द माइंड मास्टर यू, बिकॉज मन कभी भी सही चीजें नहीं बोलेगा. मूवी देखने जाना है, काम है, बट काम नहीं करना है. आई वॉन्ट टू गो एंड वॉच अ मूवी. एक्सरसाइज के लिए जाना, आई गो टू द जिम वेरी रेगुलरली, बट given a choice and your brain will tell you, why do you want to go for an exercise for the gym session today? Go and do something else. So disciplining yourself is saying no to this and doing what is important for you. So once again, managing, अगर emotions अगर मैंने manage नहीं किए तो मैं तो कभी exercise के लिए जा ही नहीं पाऊंगी, because मन will never, drive you enough to go for it. So motivation की हमने बात की थी. There is always an emotion behind that motivation. So what is that emotion? So my emotion is love for good health. So when I'm driven by that emotion of love for good health, my focus will be enhanced, my concentration will be enhanced, come what may. My diet is going to be regulated, my exercise is going to be in place, my routine is going to be well balanced, I'm going to be disciplined because of that emotion of love for good health, good life, good productivity, everything. So we have to identify. But suppose I have disrespect, suppose I have sadness, suppose I have fear, suppose I have anger, then the negative will take place. I will not go. I will neglect everything. I'll not look after myself. I'll not be in the best of my what output I can deliver. I'll not be able to do it. But once your emotions are managed, you can just be brilliant at everything that we do. So there is a sense of stability. There is resilience, because you over mastering yourself is the biggest challenge. Managing your emotions is so once we learn to do it, it gives us a lot of confidence. Yes, if I can manage this, I can manage anything. So this helps us navigate through challenging situations in a healthy and constructive manner. And then we become we have to understand that intensity of emotions is the same for everyone. Grief, agar mera dukh hai, and I can overcome that grief, then immediately I'll connect with others also who are going through certain pain, grief, loss. If I have managed my anger, I will immediately connect with those who are having anger issues, because I understand how tough it is. It took me so much time to manage my emotion. I can help you do that too. So navigating through challenging situations, and no emotion is good or bad. We cannot say anger is bad or stress is bad or fear is bad. Every emotion has a purpose, and it is called energy in motion. Only thing is that energy which flows through our body because of that emotion has to be regulated. So I cannot let anger energy flow through my body. So I regulate it there at the mental state only. So the physical state does not get challenged or does not get affected. So manage it there only. Identify it, become aware of it, manage it. So that is where emotional intelligence comes in. But we should not say that I get too angry, so that's a big problem. Everyone gets angry. Everyone gets fearful. Everyone gets stressed. It's a part and parcel of our daily lives. What we have to do when that state comes of anger, I have certain strategies through which I can manage it. When I'm in that fearful stress, I have certain strategies through which I can flip the script and again feel that sense of calmness. So this awareness is emotional intelligence. So it will build in empathy, and it will also, of course, build in your positive and healthy relationships. Then, of course, compassion and tolerance, so that we become more understanding and supportive individuals. So this is important, and it will only come when we have overpowered or we have learned to manage our emotions. So communication will become much more understanding, because we have become better communicators. Our relationships start undergoing a change, and then healthy relationships is going to bring in more happiness. So because of all this, my personal growth is I am getting out of my comfort zone. I am into that learning zone, and now because I have conquered fear, you remember that zone? Comfort zone, fear zone. So I've managed my fears. I'm into learning zone, and that is going to contribute to my personal growth. So this is why, and we have to become aware, and it is very important that our students also become aware. So this is what I was talking about. Emotions are nothing but energy in motion. They must be expressed, good or bad. No emotion we can say only positive all the time. That's a too big a task for us. We are going to be into different situations, but we have to understand every emotion has come with a purpose, and everyone is going through that same intensity. So there is another last point that I want to share with everyone. Acting on emotions without thinking is impulsive. So that impulsiveness should be avoided. That is recklessness. That is going out of control. I am angry, so I spoke in anger, impulsive. I am feeling too much love, so I acted in love, again impulsiveness. I am feeling too happy, I did too much, so that is the positive के लिए impulsive, ना anger के लिए, ना negative के लिए, no way. So there is something when we do out of impulsiveness, it is called indulgence. So I just want to share the last point with you. When we communicate, तो communication में we always have the option of choosing. तो किसी ने कुछ कहा और मेरे पास ऑप्शन है, मैं रिएक्ट भी कर सकती हूँ, which is emotional reaction. So somebody said something and I reacted. So it will be emotional, but वो emotion थोड़ी देर के बाद I'm not going to feel good about it. So it can change. It is situational and it is going to be inconsistent. So this is called a reactive response. The world is talking about proactive responses, where my response has to be well thought of. It has to be a value-based, choice-driven, strategic and consistent response, where I'm not going on the basis of impulsiveness only. I have thought of that response and I'm aware of it, and that is why I'm sharing it with you. I mean, it's a proactive response, right? So this is what emotional intelligence looks like. It's self-awareness, it's creating empathy, it's all about motivating yourself, regulating yourself, and showing your emotional intelligence when it comes to social skills. So thank you so much. This is what I had for today's session. If you have any questions, we'll have 5 minutes for question answers, and I'll stop sharing my PPT. So any questions related with hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Very nice,
Yes, ma'am,
ma'am.
you're
Thank
audible.
you. Oh, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, I have to get back to meet, but I think I'm stuck here on the PPT only. But am I on? Yeah, just a minute. Yes. So anyone would thank you. I mean, coming here, my emotional state goes on a high. As long as I'm staring at the PPT, it's a different state. When I come here, it's a different state completely. Thank you. Because all the emojis suddenly bring in so much of positivity.
This happens in your session only, madam. सोए नहीं है, सब लोग जागे हुए हैं आफ्टर पोस्ट लंच
सब
आल्सो.
लोग जागे हुए हैं और सब है यहाँ पे.
यस मैडम. सो फ्रेंड्स,
But
डू यू हैव
very
एनी
nice, ma'am.
क्वेश्चन?
बहुत seriously बहुत अच्छा लगा. बहुत अच्छा है.
Thank you
Madam is
so
having
much.
another session tomorrow also on very important topic of time management. तो वो भी
Yes,
सेशन आप लोग
yes.
एंजॉय करेंगे. सो कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछिए.
Sure, ma'am, sure.
नहीं तो हम यहाँ पे
Yes, ma'am.
कर सकते
So
हैं.
कुछ questions.
Yes.
अगर किसी को कुछ questions पूछना है या कुछ पूछना है, so
Ma'am, you have covered all the points. No questions. Absolutely no questions.
Yes, ma'am. Very true. Very
okay. Anything? What are we taking from home from this session? कुछ हमको share कर सकते हैं?
मॅडम, याला नाही का हसत खेळीचे अध्यापन अध्ययन असं आपल्याला म्हणता येईल. म्हणजे
चलिए, बहुत अच्छा है. ठीक है. तो प्रीति मैम.
यस मैम. यस.
should be always
आज
positive.
वाइंड अप करते हैं. मैडम अपने साथ कल फिर से मिलेंगे सेम टाइमिंग पे. इसी एंथुजियाज्म के साथ हम कल भी सेशन को अटेंड करेंगे. आई होप so. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Divya madam, once again for
Yes.
wonderful session for all of us, madam. Thank you
थँक्यू
so
मॅडम.
much.
थँक्यू
Thank you so much. And just